Hello, everybody. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Rhys.
welcome. Hello, how are you all? That's the
Good.
way.
How
It's
are
nice
you?
to good. It's nice to see you. I'll flick my screen. Now, was there some things I said to Andrea that also connected to you a lot or not?
Yeah. Thing about the head, that's how she passed. She
Yeah,
had a brain
yeah, yeah,
tumor.
yeah. Or
She
don't.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No,
Yep.
that's okay. Well, as long as we know that we're getting some similar things here, so I'll go back to my drawing and see what I can come up with that. Um, Now, Vanessa, would you agree with the statement that she would make me feel like um, no woman's good enough for her son?
Yep.
Because my first impression was she might have been a tough lady, this one.
Yeah.
um but I do feel like she's cheeky and got a dry sense of humor now anyway. And I do feel like she'd want you to know that she loves you. She's got immense respect for you. And I do feel like she just wants you to know that you were everything that and more that she could have asked for. I think this is really, really, really important for you. I know that she's not on her own, right? I know that she's not on her own. I do feel like there's a man in tow. So, because I keep wanting to draw a bigger nose, and so I feel like she wants me to draw a male instead. So, that might be more important right now in the big scheme of things here. So I do feel like this lady is headstrong, determined. I felt like when she passed, there seems to be some suddenness about it. But it might have carried over for a while. She makes me feel like 3 or 4 months earlier, maybe
Yep.
even longer, maybe 8 months earlier.
Yep.
There's
You're right.
there seems to be a lead up to this anyway, that I'm getting. And I do feel anyway in this whole process that she would want you to know that she loves you. If I could turn back time and live differently a little bit with you, I would have wanted more time and made you feel a bit bonded or a bit more closer to me. Because I really wanted you to know more today than ever that you were a wonderful, wonderful, loving partner to my son. Yeah, this is very important. Now, around this male, is this true about also someone endearing, loving, kind and caring, very outgoing, hilariously funny male, but I feel like a relationship to you as well, and this is her boy in spirit that she would be with. Is this true or not?
Yeah.
Because I do feel like this lady's in spirit with your partner. Yeah.
That's
And I
right.
and I and I do feel like she wants to tell you that she's with her boy, and that they're together, and that they're safe, and that they're well, and that they come today together to tell you that they love you. Um, I don't even. I'm so overwhelmed with love and emotion now. It's nearly knocking me off my seat here. I think he's hilarious, this man. Um, your partner is a funny guy. Um, I can't even put it into words, but I think he's just got a great sense of humor. Was he one for leaving notes and sticky notes and post-it notes and
I have them all
write?
over the house.
You what? You haven't?
I have them all over the house. He would
You're
leave
kidding.
notes all over for me. Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He is just a character. Um, he's telling me he's sexy too. He's a character, this man. I'll say that about
He
him.
would use that always and tell people that and just make me horrendously blush because I thought it was so inappropriate that he would tell other people that.
I'm very much about public displays of affection with him and vocal about it. And so I think it wouldn't matter to him where he was or what was going on. If he felt like he wanted to show his affection to you, he would. Um, I think, as gorgeous mum was like, not that you replaced her, but I think she just loved her son so much because he was such a lovely boy.
Yeah.
I think she was worried that she was going to lose him to you, or something
Yes.
like a lot of mums do. But in reality, she said, not only did I have this wonderful son, and still do, I got this amazing woman who's it's like a daughter to me, really. Um, I gained a daughter when my son fell in love with you. So I do feel like, this needs to be known today. You might have had some reservations or, feeling, a bit
I
low.
have recently, yes.
Yeah. And, uh, maybe some of their side of the family haven't been so, what's the word,
Yes, ugly.
respectful and like, giving you that, that comprehension or understanding, of what it's like to be in your shoes and, this is the
100%.
and so they come today to say, well, we've got your back, and it doesn't matter what other people think or feel, because the truth is they love you, they know the truth, um, they see it all, and you're not to worry about what other people think. It's not true. Sometimes when people lose people, they're angry and disappointed, and it's a shock, and death and grief of, well, I guess love isn't as a four-letter word for grief, right?
Yeah,
So you're having to learn how to unlove not only one person but two people, and imagine how it is for other people. Some people that get angry over it. Some people are reclusive. Some people want to abandon others. Walking away. I think it might be maybe because you're so upbeat and positive. I mean, I know you miss him and grieve for him at the same time, but I think you've also trying to make the most of your life. Do you understand that?
absolutely.
And maybe they think, that you, you're grieving differently to how they think and feel, and so therefore they attack you for that. But anyway, I feel like they're saying
100%.
you are a special lady. I think your partner's passing has brought you to the forefront, the spiritual journey as well, or being open-minded to it anyway, you know. And I do feel like um, they would want you to know that they truly are proud of you. Um, I like a song. So them, I don't know if it's a song he's made or there's a song. Um, but there might be something musical that means something too. What do you know? I can't quite get my head around it. What's he trying to show me here about a song here? Do you
Um,
know about that?
Music was everything to us, so it could be many, many
Oh yeah,
things. Our love language was music.
oh yeah. Um, I'm hearing all by myself. I don't wanna be all by myself
I was
anymore.
actually listening to that song earlier this week, and I told him
And
to
it's
go away.
and, and it's epic. It's epic, right? It's Celine Dion, beautiful, amazing. But it's kind of like he might have been around you because I feel like this is on, it's up loud, and I wanna scream it to the world almost, So it must have been a moment that he's with you in recent times. Now, do you wear his watch on and off? Like, is it true that you do that? Because he's showing me you wearing his watch or something.
I have a bracelet that looks like a watch band that I wear of his all the time.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like it's on the wrist, so that's okay. We'll take that.
Oh, I also decided tucked up the courage to take his Apple Watch, but I haven't had the courage to erase it and put my stuff on it yet.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's definitely some acknowledgement there. Um, when he passed, was his passing near a birthday?
Yes.
Was the timing of it bad? Is it his or your birthday? I can't make up my mind.
No, it was 2 days after my mum's.
Oh, 2 days after your mother's. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like the timing wasn't so great, and he wants to apologize. And in it, do you understand if I talk about his head a lot as well, or not when around his passing?
his head.
And I feel a bit complicated with him. In my body, it just seems to be fast and sudden. Do you understand that?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I just feel like there's no proper goodbye. It's a real big shock. So you understand all that, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Now, would he sometimes have a little bit of fluff on around his mouth and chin? You know, like, I don't know, trying to be like, I don't want to disrespect him either, but he's kind of cool.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Was he a little bit kind of trying to be cooler than he should be?
Yeah, midlife crisis, I think they call it.
Okay. Anyway, mate, there's maybe something there. But I kind of I just feel like there's maybe some coolness about him anyway. You know, what I want to sing? Us like lose yourself in the moment, you own it. A bit of Eminem.
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, and like a little bit of 50 Cent and all that kind of Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
So yeah.
I've just been to the Snoop Dogg concert. I've taken my daughter. We've gone to the Ice Cube concert, and my husband was a DJ who mixed all these songs for us.
That makes sense because I want to doof doof the whole time.
Yeah.
I think he's great. I think he's cool, and I think he had. There's definitely some, like I think he's really quite talented. Actually, just very, 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 very quite talented. In the whole process. I don't know if I want to do a little bit of. It's like I don't know. Maybe I'll see how we
you're
go.
Right. You're 100%.
And there's a little bit of, and it kind of wants to come down a bit and go up a bit. So there's this whole like little, I don't know.
You're right. You're right.
And there's this little fluffy bit in the middle here. But something like that anyway, that he's trying to get me to look at here for him. Was he quite self-conscious about his look? And
yeah,
was he? Yeah, it was. Although I think he's a handsome guy, I think he, wished he might have been a bit hard on himself or expected more. I definitely feel like he expected more of himself anyway.
He did.
And was there supposed to be a trip or a holiday you guys had planned to go on?
Yes, he booked our daughter's 16th birthday party along with 25 friends to Bali, and he never made it, but we took the trip.
Okay, well, he's so sorry that he couldn't get there or make it, here. I think he wishes he did more about himself. I think he knows that there's something not right, and he could have done something more about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's got some regrets about it. He said, "Fair play, my love. I should have done more about myself. I really did. I really do. I love you. I need you to know I'm all right. I need you to know that I'm okay. Please pass on my love to our girl." Okay. But there's definitely something going on with this man. He's cool. I'm hip. I'm cool. I'm a happening fool. I wanted to make his cheeks quite puffy.
Oh, yeah. No. That's what he was struggling with.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't want it so puffy. So
okay. And I did feel like the hair was pretty like short or like a one, in the process. So I'll just fix it up here. In the process. So yeah. Oh man, honestly, this guy is cool. He is my kind of dude.
Yeah, mine too.
I want to do fist pumps, I could do fist pumps with this dude all day long. Like he's just the bomb. And I have a big passion for music. You wouldn't believe this, but I wrote music and wrote an album years ago, 18 years ago actually, and I pushed it with people, and really worked hard to kind of get it out there, and but the music industry at the time was very difficult, and who you knew, and they were really only really supporting like mainstream artists who were already successful and had a bit of a following, but I invested a lot of time and energy in it. But now we've got this whole cool thing where there's this whole live streaming thing, and so I've just actually put my songs on Spotify. They don't actually get released until next month, but
Nice.
I'm so excited about it, because I thought for the last 18 years that this would just sit in a cupboard and just be something on a CD that I made, a long time ago. But now it can be out there with the public. So I do feel with him that he wished he did more with his music, or made more time for it.
Yeah.
And I felt like he would have loved to have worked with it more, and have more time with the energy of that. So, but anyway, he's fantastic, man. I'm definitely on your partner's side of the fence here. He's fantastic, and he's a muso. So I love everything about him. He's so cool, this dude. I can see why you miss him, but he's not gone. He wants you to know he's with you always and always will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that you'll always be together. You'll always be together, and you have to have some faith. Have some faith in what you can't see. Have you got this freaky thing for 1111?
Yeah, I do.
Because I do feel like he's saying 111 is thing with you. So it can be for other people as well, but I do feel like there's some acknowledgement, particularly with you, about that. And I feel like, with the hair, it would be just a little bit short, but you can definitely
Nothing.
yeah, it's really like that, when men have that great shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, the George Michael shadow, I call it. I wish I could have that. I mean, I wish I could have that. I'm jealous of men who have that fantastic shadow lines, but I do feel like there's this whole impression here anyway. But so cool, hey? Hey, please take his love today. Tell your babies he loves them, your daughter. And I think he'll always be with them, Have you had a random thought for a tattoo too?
Yeah, I got it.
If I'm interested in a butterfly though. Any influence of that, or for a butterfly for someone else?
As in a tattoo?
Yeah. Does that mean anything or not?
No,
So no, okay. No one else has had thoughts of a butterfly tattoo?
not that I know of.
Okay. And what about his name written, or his name?
I've got a tattoo of my wedding ring with our initials on it. So
well, okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It's got something to do with the name. The names here. He's trying to show me. Okay. But yeah, he's beautiful, this man. I want to thank him for coming, because he's been so much joy for me. And so anyway, what do you think about that? Yeah?
that's brilliant. Absolutely
Yeah?
brilliant. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. I absolutely adored spending time with him. And I think, what an effervescent man, and the fact that he's in your life and, knows about all these things and is sharing that with you. I mean, that says something pretty magical about him, hey?
Yeah, totally.
And I think that energy and his love is going to continue, I just feel like for you, keep going. Don't ever give up. You know that he's there. Celebrate life. Live for him. Don't suffer for him. He'd want that for you. Wonderful, yeah? Okay.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. My pleasure.